yeah, I came to win. Can't no one stop me, yeah, bring it in. I came to win, yeah, I came to win.
Welcome back, folks, to another weekly episode of the Bright Home Update. Just wanted to check in. Got some awesome things coming down the works. February is almost over, if you can believe it. We're almost through the first quarter of the year, and just like sports, there's 4 quarters in every game. We're coming to the end of the first quarter, which you really can't win or lose a game in the first quarter, but you obviously are setting yourself up for success or failure either way, which gets me into my next thought. So I was thinking this morning about a piece of paper, right? You have a piece of paper here, and by and large, a single piece of paper is really not that strong, right? Kobe. But think about this job. So you come here day one, you start into training, you're this piece of paper, okay? Your first day out on the door, somebody says, "No, solar, that's a scam." Part of us dies inside. The next one says, "You're like the 12th solar person that's come by here." Tear that piece of paper, right? Down. And there's even some of you reps, and I've been guilty of it, it's just part of it, that we've had some reps get 2 or 3 sales in a week, and then they go a week without a sale. There goes their confidence. And then they go to a neighborhood where it's like, oh, it's too saturated. There's too many people that sell solar, right? And you dwindle down to where it's like your confidence is that. Okay. So, what I want to share with you today is the ultimate way to be successful at this job and in life ultimately is going to come down to belief in yourself, having a vision, and having confidence. I was once told the easiest way to build self confidence is to make and keep promises to yourself. So if you think about that with this job, we're trying to get the end result, which is a lead, which is a sale, which is an install, because nobody gets paid till a system's installed. But what you need to do before you even worry about that is start stacking days. So this is coming through training, right? And then you go out and shadow. You got another piece of paper. And then you learn your pitch, right? And then you're out there working the hours. And then you're having a positive attitude. And then you are studying good material. Then you are having accountability with your manager, right? You're doing these one-on-one coaching training sessions. You're watching Door to Door You, right? You're out there working the hours, okay? By the end of 2 or 3 months, you've built up this strong foundation that even Seth Dozer couldn't tear through, right? So you go from this one stack of paper to this pretty crazy ream that you can't tear through. And I promise you, whether it's this job, a relationship that you're in, family, whatever it is to be successful in life, you need to build the principle of consistency, doing the things that it takes to be successful. And it's all the little things, right? It's the fundamentals. That's why we have the weekly team meetings. That's why we have you memorize your pitch. No, it doesn't sound like you. No, it shouldn't sound like you, especially at first. That's why we have the objection handlers, right? And we repeat so much in this business because what your managers and leaders and all of us are trying to get you to is this phone book, right? Of just strength, brute force, positivity, sales success, wealth, abundance that is all yours, but you got to be the one willing to put in the time and the effort. Let's give a shout out from the deals since last week. Was a little bit slower week, one of our slower weeks of the year so far, but it's okay. We are on pace. We've already had our best February ever, and I know we're going to finish with some more deals in the pipeline, and March is set up to be a huge success. Shout out to Jared for getting a deal last week. Sips Nation Lockdown 2. Boy is in high or mid to high double digits now in the month. Matthew Hartsock, he got a sell last week. Pablo got a sell as well as Kurt. So great job on all you all that got on the leaderboard. We'll give the month's end leaderboard a run on the next episode just so you can see how everybody finished with February and see who's gotten on the board that at that point in March. A couple things we want to shout out. We will have a UFC fight night March 9th here at the office. I believe that's a Saturday. March 9th, UFC fight, okay? Come, bring people. Will be food, entertainment. Like, we're doing this for you all. Kind of give back, have fun. Like I said, bring friends, whoever. It's a great, easy way for them to be introduced to the team. Come see the office, and it's free food. And who doesn't like a good old root tootin' UFC night? Also, coffee with closers every Friday at 9:30. Okay, this is not just for closers. A couple weeks back, Jenna came in. She's awesome. She's such a positive force, and a lot of our conversation was around her. G Unit, who's a setter as well. A lot of our conversations were driven by setters. Come, let's sit, let's talk, get to know each other. Always work comes up, and there's always advice given, and it's just a great, easy way to meet other people on the team. Last week, Jeremy came. It was good to get to know him really well. He's got an awesome background, has done so many things, and it's just a really great way to learn and grow from each other. That's every Friday, 9:30 a.m. with myself, Colt Keaton. We'll have coffee, donuts. Come on in, have a good time. Also, we have a recruiting incentive to kind of wrap up from the company. So it's a Diamondbacks game. It's play ball, right? What we need from you all to qualify for this incentive, this would be a free ticket. We usually throw in hot dogs and stuff too, so get you a glizzy. 10 names that your manager, Colt, myself, whoever can contact. 3 interviews. So 3 of those need to come in for interviews, or 1 person hired. Okay. Any of those things, you give us 10 names with 3 interviews. 3 out of those 10 people actually coming in to interview, or 1 person commits to the job to start training. And we will go to one of the very first Diamondbacks games. So we have about a month. So you have 4 weeks to do this. So go through your phone, your social media, find your top 10 people that you think, hey, probably not your mother, grandmother, aunt, uncles, brothers, father, sister's cousin, but 10 people that you think, hey, don't know what they're doing. Invariably, you kind of get the list down to this. You have people in your phone that you know that you talk to, right? Some of your best friends, family. They may or may not. You might get 1 or 2 people out of those that you know well. Then second, you have people in your phone that you know that you really don't talk to a whole lot, maybe extended social media. You don't know what they're doing for work. That's where you're going to get a lot of these people. And then you're going to think of people, hey, that have been on my phone for a long time, but it's been a while since I've reached out. You don't know, you don't talk to them, you don't really know anything going on in their life. You might get 1 or 2 out of that. So most people, I've always thought, one of the best compliments you can give somebody is offer them a job. And so kind of come with it with that frame of mind, and I promise you'll find the right people that are looking for this opportunity, because it can and will change your life. And remember, we are here to sell solar, but selling solar, making money, that's all fine and great. But more than anything, what you're going to take with you is all of these skills, the principles, everything you learned how to be successful, because they don't just translate to solar sales, they translate to every area of life. With that said, let's go out. Let's finish February strong. Let's hit March, hit the ground running. Let's finish Q1 strong and get ready for the rest of the year, the rest of the game. And it's still, any goal that you have is attainable if you're willing to put in the time and the effort. See you next time.
I came to win, yeah, I came to win. Can't no one stop me, yeah, bring it in. I came to win, yeah, I came to win.